Hello everybody. Maris Rey, Water Dragon Extraordinaire, back at you again with another Genshin Impact live stream. Now today, we did get some official confirmation from Genshin Impact on their Twitter that they will be... So, I don't know the universal time, I only know Pacific Standard Time, and in Pacific Standard Time, the 2.8 patch will start in about 24 plus 7, no, plus 9. So in about 32 hours from now, the patch will start. So tomorrow by 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the patch will start. They estimate it'll take about 5 hours for the patch to complete, which means it will complete Wednesday morning. I will not be streaming Wednesday morning. I'll be streaming this time Wednesday like normal. And I'm so excited that that means this time Wednesday, we will finally have Kazuha added to our account. Yeah, look at how many wishes we have saved up. I have almost 30k. Plus, depending on our luck, well, for one, I have 10 more rolls here. I have all these bonuses that I could still dabble into. I think we could expect to see... We don't have a battle pass at the moment, so the next battle pass will probably go live on Wednesday, I assume. So that's another way we could get some extra Mora and EXP books, which is nice. We so desperately need them. Oh yeah. So, like I was mentioning before, I do think I want to make... So the priority goes... We're gonna look at Ketching here, because she's my pretend Kazuha. Nope, that's not the right character. So this is Kazuha. Just pretend he's Kazuha. Ironstein. Viridescent. EM. With tons of energy recharge to spare. And don't forget, Kazuha has 115 more than this, so he'll be at 935 Elemental Mastery in total. So, obviously our first and utmost priority is to get Kazuha to 90 with Triple Crown, which I have all the materials to do so. Okay, whatever. According to the Genshin Center Ascension Planner, I would need about 419 of these, which I do have, and about 7.7 million more or less, which I do have. I will need some of these gold coins, which I have plenty of, and I would need 114 of these books, which I just barely have more than. I would need 67, which I have exactly as much, and 9 of these, which I do obviously have. 3 crowns, which I have. 699, I have these. So I'm totally ready to level up Kazuha all the way to his maximum level as soon as the need arises. For now, though, we are going to keep doing EXP ley lines, even though the ley line event I do believe is over. Yeah, it's finally gone. But even still, I think we're going to do ley lines. We're going to lose out at a bit of total EXP earned per day from the ley lines. But as of right now, I do still need to get some more EXP books if I want to work on leveling up Fischl and then Beidou. As you can see, my Beidou is only... Oh, that's not the right one either. My Beidou is only level 20. With where she is. Only level 20. Well, I guess she's technically up 40. She's only got a level 1 weapon. I plan to give her a maxed out Favonius. And I plan to put her on 4-piece emblem, which, you know, I'm obviously already starting on it. And we'll see what happens from there, right? Yep. I do believe I have decent enough emblem pieces to already put on her. Actually, we could just already see about that. Let's see if we can have a starter set for her. And then one that will eventually improve on. Crit rate and crit damage. Ooh, some of these are a bit rough. Yeah, some of those are really not it. I don't think I have another energy recharge piece. However, I do think I have an electro goblet. Right? No? I could swear I had an electro goblet for Emblem of Severed Fate. I guess I just don't. Well, that's a shame. We're just gonna have to keep farming Emblem of Severed Fate. There's just no two ways about it. I would like to see if I had a crit rate with crit damage, but it looks like I don't either. So I guess we were right in deciding that this is probably the best artifact to start with. It doesn't look like I have good enough Emblem of Severed Fate pieces to fill her out anyways. But never mind you that. We are going to ignore her for now anyways. We're gonna go do EXP ley lines. We're probably just gonna yet again spend all of our resin doing EXP ley lines for the simple fact that we're gonna need quite a bit of EXP books to factor in for Kazuha. Well, we have Kazuhas, but we still don't have enough to even level up Fischl from 80 to 90. And then we need to get seemingly 400 more if I want to level up Beto. Just kind of insane. Of course, this is only because I'm taking them to 90. If I wanted to take them to a lesser amount, like 70 or 80, it would require a significant decrease in the amount of total EXP books required. But that is what that is. Oh, I don't have Venti's on.
Think you can get away? Here we go.
Okay. Easy. Like I said, it is a little bit of a shame that we don't have any more free doubles. That was very fortunate timing for them to throw out that leyline event so that I could catch up on some more in the EXP books. That was damn near essential.
Shine down. Hold the line. Let's move out.
Okay.
Inazuma shines eternal.
This should be pretty easy as always. Easy enough. I haven't really been feeling like farming the overworld lately. I've been wanting to just do the ley lines, my commissions, and then just like whatever quests or I suppose today we could probably try doing hangouts. Just for fun. Take away some of the monotony of doing overworld quests. The overworld quests are in their own right pretty fun to do, but not as fun as otherwise. Yep, so in 48 hours from now, unfortunately it's still gonna be 48 hours. For this stream, in 48 hours from now, we're finally gonna get to roll for Kazuha. I do hope there are plenty of people that show up to that stream. I cannot wait. I've been patiently, oh so patiently waiting for Kazuha for so long, as every other Kazuha wanter did as well. A year's time that they made us wait. A year! I can't believe it. And he's finally here. Oh, he's not quite here yet. In 2 days, guys. 2 days and we'll finally get to have him. Oh, I cannot wait for those 2 more days. They sound so simple. It's just simply 2 more days, but they're so far away. Like I said, I wish I could just close my eyes and have it be Wednesday already. I can't wait for Kazuha. I can't stand the wait. I can't stand the wait. I can't stand the wait any longer. I can wait no longer. I really can't wait anymore. I want him. I damn near deserve to have him. And I do hope all Kazuha wanters get blessed with good fortune and get him as early as possible. I mean, I'm guaranteed to get him, so no matter what my luck is, I'll have Kazuha. Of course, I would prefer to be a bit lucky as well. If I'm lucky, then it means I won't have to worry so hard about saving for Sumeru characters. And at the moment, that is a light concern. I do hope that I'll have enough for some of the Sumeru characters. They just announced some of them on Twitter yesterday as well. I forget one of their names. Is a green-haired guy. Looks like a fox or something. Tainari, I think his name might be. I don't know if that's how you say his name either. That's just what his name kind of looks like it reads. In any case, he looks like a lot of fun. I don't know what to expect out of him, so I don't know, if he's a want or skip. Of course I'm going to want all the characters. I don't really ever like to skip characters, but seeing as I do only have access to the Welkin Moon and Battle Pass, in most cases, then, that's really all that there is to it. I can't get every single character. I can get a lot of characters, but not all of them. Just fine.
Think you can get away? Now you shall perish.
Yeah, but I would like to at least try to get the Sumeru characters. So that's why I am a bit hopeful to have a little bit of luck with getting Kazuha. Again, I don't need much, but a little luck. Get him a little early, take it a long way. Of course, don't forget that's also because I am going to try to get him to C2. I know aiming for C2 with the amount of Primo Gems that I have is a little optimistic, but like I said, I am prepared to swipe for C2 Kazuha if I need to. I normally don't swipe, but because he's my favorite character, I'll swipe. Only because he's my favorite.
Time for takeoff. Here we go.
Kazuha's just such a cool dude. I love him. I love Kazuha. And I don't intend to mean that I only like him because he's so strong. To me, his strength is a bonus, because don't forget, I can already 36 star the Spiral Abyss every time without fail. So getting him is totally not a necessity to me. Getting him won't allow me to do anything that I couldn't already do. But because I'm such a later game player, or I say later game, but I've been playing Genshin for 2 years now. So because of the age on my account, there's almost nothing that I can't do. So my getting Kazuha has absolutely nothing to do with how strong or relevant he is, because strength and relevance doesn't really matter to me. Like I said, I'm already capable of beating all of this game's hardest content. Don't I have a Fragile Rosa, but I thought I had a Transient Rosa. Did I already spend it earlier in the week? I can't remember now. I guess I did, but let's look at what our total amount is. So we're still not exactly there to get to the total amount of EXP needed, but we're almost there. which is nice, I guess. So that's it for the resin for today. Let's run the commissions. Yeah, so like I said, I want to level up Kazuha. He's gonna be a permanent entry to my overworld team, of course. That's actually one of the main reasons I want him. Is to my quality of life for my overworld team. The only unfortunate thing is after I finally get Kazuha, I might be benching Xiao for a while. I don't know if I could see a reason to keep Xiao on the main team anymore. Oops, I didn't mean to click on this. Remember doing the quest for this the first time where the big... I don't remember what it was, an Eye of the Storm or something came over here? Or was it a Ruin Guard, perhaps? I don't remember what it was. I think it was an Eye of the Storm, to be honest. It was so long ago that I can't remember. Remember when people, to get to that, where the hell's the island? Whatever islands, like, out here? Remember when people didn't know, or didn't have enough stamina to get there naturally, so they would either have to use stamina food and a lot of patience? Oh, where the hell am I going? I completely went the wrong way. Let me take off. As I said, I kind of got semi-distracted. Jeez, I can't click on the right waypoint. And so they would use the Kaya bridges to get over there. Good times. And there wasn't even really anything too special over there, but people loved going over there to farm crabs. Oh, those were the days. I still love Genshin Impact. It's a lot of fun. I, like many people who've played it for a couple of years though, or even more people than that, I'm sure this opinion isn't exclusive to 2-year veterans. But I just wish that there was some more like endgame content. It doesn't even particularly have to reward you with anything. Just some way that I can at least play around with my units in a challenging and meaningful way. Because as of right now, it's just, you know, if I want to test run my units, it's just take them to the Spiral Abyss. And I don't really gain anything out of doing that. Which I know, like I just said, that I don't particularly need to gain anything, but even if it was just achievements or cosmetics, wing gliders, name cards, you could throw any or all of these things as rewards for whatever this new content loop could be, and you know, it'd be great. I know there's some weight in them saying that they don't want to add too many things to Genshin because they want it to be... I mean, they haven't officially said this, I don't think. But I know that in general, it seems they want to keep this game styled as more of a mobile game instead of a, I guess, full-time game. Which is fine, but I wish they would give us just options, you know? The events are fun, but the events are only here for so much time. So what are you supposed to do, really, you know? That's all I'm saying. I wish that there was just a tad more content to do. Spiral Abyss is fun, but it doesn't come around often enough. Once every 2 weeks is how it's always been since the beginning of the game. But that's just a bit too infrequent to me. There's like the Primo Gems are nice, and obviously the main draw of the Spiral Abyss, but you know, what could I say? I want just more things to do. Like, you know I don't need there to be too much, because I know one of their primary things that they want to keep about the way that they have the game right now is that they want the game to be, or to remain, easy to just log in and smash out your dailies. That way you can just take off if you don't want to play anymore. Which I think is perfectly fine, acceptable, and almost preferable.
Thank you for complete.
But I do hope they keep the like total amount of times that you have to spend in game every day down to a minimum. But I do think you should be rewarded with options. Is it really so bad for us to have the option to play longer if we choose to? So long as we don't get such a huge benefit over people who opt to not play. And even if we did get slightly more benefit than people who can't play longer, what does it really matter if nobody is... This isn't a competitive game. We don't have a way to compare with each other outside of like social media. So because of that, why does it really matter that we restrict certain players in certain ways so that they don't get too far ahead of other players? What's the point? In that regard, I fail to see the necessity in keeping the game as restricted time-wise as it is. Okay, let's see. First, let's take a look at the Primo Gems. I think this is more okay, 181 plus 19, so that's 200 plus 10, that's 210. Plus 5 from this. It's 215 plus 16. It's 231. It's a good amount of rolls to start off with, I think. And correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see. Even if I just did 230 rolls, 6480 times 2 is 1296 divided by 1600. That's 80 more rolls, which I think I have pretty good odds of getting C2 Kazuha with that many rolls in total. Of course, that is, you know, it's all RNG at that point. There's no point in speculating. Okay. So like I mentioned before, I'll go over it every once in a while during the stream just to remind anybody who might be stopping by. Kazuha will be coming out Wednesday morning Pacific Standard Time at around 4 in the morning. This is of course subject to change if they have to delay the maintenance any longer than normal. But as of right now, they anticipate it's going to take it's going to take around 5 hours. And the maintenance will be starting on Tuesday night at 11 p.m. going 5 hours into it. That's Wednesday morning at 4 in the morning in Pacific Standard Time. Okay? If you need to try to figure out what that is in your time zone, you can just go ahead and type 6 hours on the 24-hour clock, 6 UTC plus 8 to local time, and Google will do a pretty good job at figuring out how to convert that for you. And that's what I did in any case, and it seems to be pretty consistent. So yeah, 2 more days. 2 more days. At 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday, we will finally be pulling for Kazuha. Up until then, we're going to keep doing our daily routine, farming mobs, farming whatever the hell we need to farm. We did knock out Orobashi's questline yesterday, and did the domain that we were finally missing in Inazuma. Oh, actually, from doing the domain, do I have enough points to turn in the sigils yet? I don't remember how many sigils I needed, but maybe I have enough. Because I think I'm expected to get summons pretty soon from this tree. Let's just double check before we continue. I should realistically go around farming for... Ooh, I do have enough, but I don't have summons coming. I wonder why I thought I had summons. Oh, I just got summons. Oh, that's what it was. I'm not gonna have summons for a hot minute. Yeesh. Oh well, we'll still offer it. There's no reason not to offer it. This does at least give me some Mora. Which, you know, at this point, we take the Mora. Like I said, we're at 10 million Mora, which is enough to at least level up Kazuha official. Let's see, what is this girl talking about? Vision Hunt Decree. Oh, so this person's still locked in the past. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on some other quests today. Let's see. I would prefer to do quests that give me Primo Gems. Primo Gems are best. I suppose if we're coming here, we might as well check to see if we get a chest for checking in on the guy who asks us to pray 3 times. I somehow doubt... Ooh, there is a treasure chest there for me. Don't forget to pray to this guy 3 times a day. He seems to give me treasures every once in a while. I don't particularly understand the reason he gives me treasures, but it works.
There's quality here.
Hmm? The desert nation of arid sentinels. Indeed, the foolish beggar who hides in the forest, claiming to be wise. Oh, he's talking about some Subaru shit here, huh? Yeah, I better worship before. Just keep praying. I wonder who the people that he was talking about truly are. You know, it's quite the interesting story here. I've prayed, what of it? He is very angry. He needs a sacrifice. Interesting guy. I don't know if I want to be a part of his sacrificial ritual. Let's just get out of here. Let's go turn in, or I think I have enough crystal marrows to give to whoever the hell is asking for them. So this seems like it's a quick and easy free Primo Gems. Oh yeah, this little kid. Got the goods. As for the treasures. Okay, let's go find this so-called treasure. I have my suspicions. A radish. Do I have to beat up a kid? Do I have to beat up a child? You scammed me, buddy. Yeah, Paimon. Finger 3. Ah, it's so awkward to say it. Finger 3. Yeah. He said, so long as you don't scam people. I was like, alright, well, I guess goodbye then. I'm gonna keep scamming people. So until 11 next day. Here's a good time. Oh yeah, I wish I could just fast forward the real clock as well. I want it to be Wednesday so goddamn badly. Wait, kid. Right, we promised to help. Well, as much as I don't like this kid, I will help him anyways, because he offers me something even more precious than more. That's Primo Gems. I don't know how he got his hands on Primo Gems, but... Oh, he took every last marrow I have. Origami. Yeah, kiddo. I'm tired of your shit, buddy boy. He only lives up here. This is not that far of a walk. Take melons from your tree, though. But what's the pain of the refugees on the island? Let's come to your rescue. I'm assuming his parents were taken by the Tenryou Commission. I think that's what I want to assume. Outlander in the Shogun. According to him, it's all suited to miners who need to replenish their energy. Okay, but what do you need? Talon burners, I have those. Perfectly fine giving those up if it means I get. I only have one flower? What the hell? I guess I have to make a quick trip to Mondstadt to buy some flour. I can't believe I don't have any flour. That should have been an easy 1-2 quest. I need flour now. What do I have to, what is this called? Cook it? Wait. Process it. Process like 20 flours. Maintain all these hands. It's gonna take about a minute to process all the flour, so I guess we'll just hang around. Let's see, I don't suppose we would have randomly made any more animal sigils, huh? Couple? I don't know how we're getting them, but we need all the more we can get, so I'm not dissatisfied. Oh boy, can I not wait for Kazuha. It's only gonna take 2 more days, lads. 2 more days until we could finally get Kazuha. There's only so much more I could wait. Let me take a look at him. Let me take a look at my boy. Oh, Kaidehara Kazuha. I've waited for you for so long. A year's time and I'll finally have you. And I'm going to triple crown him as he rightfully deserves. I have his weapon already locked and loaded. I have 2 weapons for him, although I do think I could potentially make even a 3rd one. Because I have a level 90 sack sword that I have on the Traveler at the moment, I think. Nope. I have it on Shincho. I could give Kazuha the Favonius sword if I need to, but I feel like that might be just a tad bit overdone on the energy recharge. Because from what the Kaching Main's guides insist, is that him having 170, they suggest him to have 150 to 170 energy recharge to use his burst off cooldown, which I have the higher end. I'm at 172 without any main stat energy recharge, which I think is fairly good. As a result, I think my Kazuha is going to be pretty damn delicious. I think he's going to absolutely destroy any and all content that I throw him at. And, you know, he's fairly versatile in teams because even if you run him... So like, let's say hello. Hello. Okay, my audio's back. I don't know why my audio driver just crashed. I hate when that happens, because it doesn't give me a warning or anything. So I don't know at what point you were stopped able to hear me. But basically what I was mentioning before was that Kazuha will be way more flexible for his team implementations than someone like Sucrose or Venti, because even if you cannot swirl something like in a particular fashion, like let's say if you throw Sucrose on a freeze team, she doesn't help on a freeze team that much because she doesn't amplify their damage that much. Freezing does not utilize elemental mastery, which is one of the big benefits of using Sucrose. However, Kazuha's big like difference, I mean Sucrose does this too, but Kazuha does it better, is that he does elemental damage bonus, as you'll see here. His talents, I think it's this one. Yeah, he gives elemental damage bonus to each element that he swirls. So even if you were to use him on a freeze team and you were to swirl Cryo, for example, with him, then he will boost the Cryo damage, which in my particular case I usually use Ayaka. So he would help swirl Ayaka's damage, or he would help increase Ayaka's Cryo damage, which is insanely good. So that means so long as your team utilizes a Pyro, Hydro, Electro, or Cryo character, that you can use Kazuha to great effect. Okay, this time I actually have all the ingredients. So Kazuha has insane team versatility. It's your signature dish, blah blah blah. Supposed to did. Was I supposed to cook one too? No, did they even give me a bench to cook on? Boy. I'll cook it, Don't you just give me a second here. Okay, you needed imported. Where did it go? Let's see. Imported poultry. We just barely have enough to mate. We'll make a delicious one. The only one delicious one, it seems. Just take Klee out of here. We don't want to keep her in the party.
Stay close.
Okay, here's my delicious dish. You bet you've never tasted anything so goddamn delicious. Okay, can I have my Primo Gems now? Could I ever make it as well? So, no, I wish I wasn't stuck eating a lavender melon every day. He wants to go to Snezhnaya? Oh, where did she go? Oh, so the dad's already passed. I feel like this music isn't particularly appropriate for how dark the theme of this questline is taking. Yasumoto. Shizu. Was Washizu the name of the guy who I was praying to? Oh, I think that is him. After all, we come into contact with Jakutsu Crystal all the time. Everything makes offers that the train has become more and more crazy, I think. Later on, the adults who were calling Washi's behavior crazy started disappearing one by one. Oh, because he's looking for sacrifices. Like it's time to go check in on my boy. Oh no, this isn't the shrine that he's at. Probably the shrine that he mentioned, huh? It looks like an ordinary shrine. Uh-huh. Present the sakura blooms, right? Story has a potential to turn out really dark. Yeah. Looking for my twin. Okay, give me Primos. Primo jumps, Primo jumps, Primo jumps. Yeah. 30 ain't much, but it's honest work. Do I have enough to unlock another hangout? I think I would like to unlock first, not that I would act on it for now. Just this way I could keep my key acquisition flowing. You know, let's actually do a hangout. I don't feel like doing a world quest for now. So I technically do need to still finish all of Sayu's and Barbara's endings, but I think we'll just start all the way from brand new. So what character do we want to start with? How about I do Noelle. I'm kind of interested in some of these, or let's do Beto. I'm gonna do Beto. I want to hang out with Beto because we are looking to build her pretty soon. Okay, now let's turn on the running team because this will help us get around a little faster as we go exploring with Beto. I can't wait. I sure do love Beto.
Well, would you look who's here? Looks like it's
It's
going to be
me.
a day to remember.
Ahoy there, traveler!
Oops.
So Captain really did invite you to join the homecoming celebration.
Yeah, she did. I don't remember though.
I heard that you took care of another crisis while you were in Inazuma. Are the rumors
I did do
true?
that.
That's what I heard too. Thanks to you, Inazuma's Vision Hunt decree was
I'm kinda like
finally
that,
put
yeah.
to an end. Well done, traveler.
You bet, you bet.
Captain's got quite the eye for people. She said she was sure that your trip to Inazuma would stir up some waves. And sure enough.
Look at you, being so modest. We all know what you did to protect Liyue Harbor.
I've heard that they tell stories about you in Mondstadt, too. The honorary knight.
My name gets around.
Impressive.
Yeah, most people heard of me.
I'd say
Except
someone
for that
of your
Fatui
caliber
down
would
in the
be right at
chasm.
home in the cracks. Right, sailors?
That's right. Wow, I'm getting excited just thinking of being the Traveler's crewmate.
You guys think you could tango with me?
Hey, what do you say we arm wrestle?
I was worried you'd be too busy to show up.
Wouldn't be too busy for you, mama.
Oh, Captain on deck.
Captain, we were just trying to talk the Traveler into joining the crew. Yeah, come on, Captain Beto. Surely you've got a way to get the Traveler on board.
Well, she's on board
Yeah, what
right now
Primo
for the
Gems.
celebration, isn't she?
Yeah, but just one celebration together is not enough. You know what we mean, Captain.
All right, I get it now. There is something special about you, Traveler. You earned everyone's respect, myself included.
Yeah, I'm like
So
that.
it goes without saying that the Crux would be honored to have a crew member such as yourself.
No doubt about that.
But then again, a hero like yourself doesn't just set off on a journey without some bigger purpose in mind. So should a
Right.
hero really drop what they're doing just to spend day after day drifting at sea with us? Well, if that were the case, then the Crux, known for always moving forward to the next horizon, would instead be holding someone back.
Right. I guess we didn't think that part through.
Remember, rather than seeking out strong members to join us, you should be focusing on making yourselves the strongest that you can be. If we are powerful, they
He's
will
right,
come
you
to
know.
us. Isn't that why everyone here chose to come aboard in the first place?
Gotta be your best self.
Yes? A strong sailor is always looking for a sturdy ship.
I guess I almost forgot the first lesson you ever taught me. Thanks for the reminder, Captain.
Just be sure you all keep that in mind. Now, there's no more need to hound the Traveler, as you were. The Traveler and I have something to discuss.
Oh yeah. This is
I'm glad you
with
came.
Beto's also the
Welcome
first
back
time that I
aboard.
met Kazuha. We're in a tight ship.
Do I? Oh, to be honest, I don't care for that kind of reputation. I don't
Oh,
want
but you
people to
sure
see
like
me
that
some
comment.
big shot official from Yujing Terrace. But I'll take it as a compliment. I'm glad you see me as well respected. I can't go
As you
getting
should
too
be.
caught up in my own reputation, though. That's certainly not how the Crux made it to where we are today. As the head of the fleet, my task is to keep us on the right course, no matter how turbulent the seas may become. But then again, the
Understandable.
crew isn't usually this riled up. It's not that they're arrogant, they're just bubbling with ambition, that's all. Their excitement today comes from their great respect for you, both your strength and your character. So please, don't take it the wrong way.
Up until recently, I was only level 20 on my Traveler.
All good then. Great. Actually, speaking
Was that
of
not the right
Inazuma,
answer?
I think your good luck must have rubbed off on me on the way over. I made an interesting find on the beach shortly after we parted ways. Let's talk about it
Oh.
over there, where it's a little...
The waves are as calm as always.
There's a Geoculus up here.
Quake!
I summoned this pillar. This wasn't how I envisioned it. Where the hell's the Geoculus? Is it on top of the mast? Ooh, there's no way I can get it. Okay, let's just continue
So
talking
after
to
we
Beta.
dropped you off in Rito, we found a shipwreck nearby. Probably belonged to Inazuman pirates. We
Mhm.
searched the wreckage and found a map.
A map,
At first,
a
I
treasure
thought it was a
map.
nautical chart. I was thinking we might discover a new sail, but after a closer
Oops, I didn't mean to
look,
click that.
I realized it wasn't a map of the sea at all. It was a Liyue treasure map, and no ordinary one at that. Nothing like that. I just mentioned the map was a mess. So it was the most I could do to figure out that the treasure was probably in Liyue. As for its exact location, I have no idea. I'd say I've explored Liyue pretty extensively, but still, this one managed to beat me. So, I thought of you. Nobody can beat you when it comes to treasure hunting on land, right? Is that right? Well then, it looks like I'm in good hands.
I like that
Here's
answer.
the map. See what you can make of it.
Whew. No
So,
wonder. How
where do you
the hell
think
am
it
I
is?
supposed to? One of these is gonna. I think this is the part where it's gonna shift the outcome of the story, huh? I have no idea what it was, but I'm gonna say Guia Plains.
Plains. Huh, I never would have gotten that. How can you tell? Oh, okay then. So you
Completely
do
random
live
answer.
up to the hype. I can't believe you noticed that. You sure have an eye for detail. Let's head over there and take a look. I'll need you to help me zero in on the specific location once we're there.
Okay, if we don't find treasure, it's not my fault. Okay, Guia Plains. It might actually be here, to be honest. There's a very real chance it actually is here. Let's just keep rolling and rolling.
Take it easy.
Wait,
It should be around here, right?
I'm guessing there's treasure hunters
Who are
here.
they?
Or hoarders,
Oh,
rather.
it's a bunch of treasure hoarders. I guess the treasure's for real then. There are quite a few of them. If things go south and fists start flying, stay behind me. I'm more
You
than a
don't
match
have
for
to
these
worry about me.
amateurs.
My Yelan can probably defeat all these guys effortlessly.
Keep digging, boys. Once we have our hands on the treasure, everyone gets a share.
You can all hold it right there.
Get him, Beto.
Who's that barking orders? Do you know who you're up against here? Keep going if you got a death wish. What the? It's Captain Beto. Run, boys, run!
Nobody move.
Captain Beto, Lord of the Ocean. This is all my fault. I didn't know who I was up against. I don't have a death wish. I swear. I got a big mouth is all. It's always saying things it shouldn't. I swear I'll wash it out with soap the moment I get back. Please, have mercy. Will you spare us? Well, spare them, at least. These guys are just trying to put food in their mouths. They'd never hurt a soul. If you need to take anyone, take me. Please, let them go. It was me that disrespected you. They never did and never would.
Is that right? Fine. Seems like you've got a heart in there somewhere, seeing how you treat your crew. I'll let you off the hook this time. Get out of here!
Thank you, Captain.
Get out of here.
Thank you.
Wait.
Yes? What else might the merciful and mighty Beto require?
Really, all this
This treasure's
grandstanding.
still up for grabs. The Crux fleet honors the rule of first come, first served. You found it first, so name your price. I can't have any rumors going around about Captain Beto stealing other people's treasure, can I?
Captain Beto, we wouldn't dare take more from you. Take the treasure as an apology for my foolish words. Please, take it. Please.
Oh? Well, if you insist. I accept your kind offer, and I'll make you one in return. You don't seem like terrible folks, so let me help you get onto the right track. If you want to mend your ways and put all this behind you, the Crux can probably arrange some odd jobs in the port for you. It'd be humble work, but at least it'd get you on your feet and making an honest living. A much better deal than what you've got going now, if you ask me.
Wow.
Oh, she's so kind.
Thank you, Captain Beto. On behalf of me and all my boys.
I'm gonna level her up right after Fischl.
Let's see what we've got in here. This isn't what we're looking for. Let's look around. Maybe we'll find it. Those rocks look kind of weird. Let's see if there's anything there. Nothing. Let's keep looking.
Nothing, huh? Mm,
What are those hilly
Oh.
trolls digging for? Wait, actually, I've heard they sometimes dig for buried treasure. Let's go take a closer look.
Really? They dig for buried treasure? Are you making that up, Beto? Oi, 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 get me out of this goddamn bubble. I feel like you're making that up, Beto. Little trolls don't dig.
Not here either. Now that we've searched all the places of interest in this area and come up with nothing, you got any ideas? It's
Captain Beto! Captain Beto!
Huh? Hey, what brings you back here?
Captain Beto! Actually, we've just been wandering around nearby. We didn't go far, because we were thinking about what you said, and, well, me and the boys decided we're ready to move away from all of this and get on the straight and narrow.
Oh? Are you sure?
Yes, absolutely sure.
Okay
The
then.
treasure is the
But
friends
I'll
we
warn
made
you right
along
now,
the
you
way.
won't have it easy. It might just be menial work in the port, but in the eyes of the general public, you'll be associates of the Crux. So there'll be a grueling test you have to go through before you can start.
I understand. Truth be told, Captain, it's only because it's you, the mighty and honorable Captain Beto. If it had been anyone else, I don't think I'd have listened. And since you made us this kind offer, I'd like to ask, if I might be so bold, is there any hope at all for us to become full members of the Crux in the future? Even the tiniest shred of hope?
Well, there's no place in the Crux for delusions of grandeur, that's for sure. But then again, everybody has to start somewhere. So, it comes down to you. If you manage to impress me and earn the respect of my crew, then yeah, nothing's impossible.
Great mindset.
Beto, thank you 1,000 times over. I couldn't help
I love
but notice you
Beto.
were searching for something else. It still hasn't turned up.
Why? Do you have any clues?
We heard about 2 treasures, both in Gwaley Plains. We were still looking for the first one when you found us. So maybe the other one might be what you're looking for. Not too far from here, but I'm just not sure of the exact location. All the info we got about this treasure came from the black market. The answer's hidden inside a poem which goes like this. Drunkenly I gazed at the ruins long forsaken, and lay beneath red leaves whose branches cast a crooked shade. The dusk sun shone upon the sea as I awakened, but Guyan stood twixt weary eyes and the sight of home they crave. As for the ruins long forsaken part, I do know of some ruins near here, but beyond that
Yeah, I
line,
do hope they're gonna guide me, because I don't think I'm in the mental state to do these puzzles right now.
I'm just not smart enough.
So a treasure clue hidden in a poem, huh? Don't worry, we got this.
Yeah, just call
See my
Kazuha.
friend here? If they taught treasure hunting as an art form, you'd probably be calling her Grandmaster. This kind of thing's a piece of cake for her. Am I right? Okay then. Let's start by heading to the site and surveying the sea. Maybe we'll find some other clues over there.
Okay, come on.
Don't
boys.
talk me
You
up.
heard the captain.
Don't talk me up if I can't fill the stage. I don't know if I'm that guy. I don't know if I'm the guy you're looking for.
Like my ski.
I'm just a simple traveler.
These are the long forsaken ruins from the poem. Apparently they were once full of treasure, but judging by the state of them now, it's probably long gone.
It seems that we need to dig deeper into this poem. Drunkenly, I gazed at the ruins long forsaken, and lay beneath red leaves whose branches cast a crooked shade. The dusk sun shone upon the sea as I awakened, but Guyan stood twixt weary eyes and the sight of home they crave. Do you have any ideas? Ah, somewhere you can see the ruins from. So somewhere not too far from here? Yeah, and maybe the shadow cast by the tree is supposed to hint at something.
Oh, I got it! This guy fell asleep and woke up just before sunset.
Dusk and the shadow of a red-leaved tree. I think we can work with that. Let's take a look around. I think we're getting close.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's solving the puzzle but me, which is fine. Let's see. Are any of these trees red? I'm just a tad bit colorblind, so I can't really tell. Well, that looks like a red tree.
Can't touch me.
Isn't red? Damn, I would have thought for sure. That's not red, then where is this red? No? Where's my eyesight? And lack thereof.
I'm out of here.
I feel like red tree is this one. To dig.
Found it! At long last, the treasure is finally in our hands. A check from the Northland Bank. You really came through. We found the spot in no time. Without your help, I don't think I ever would have gotten my hands on it.
What's the right answer here?
Not much, but enough for an average person to survive on for a while. But there's more to this particular check than that. When I found the treasure map, it was tightly sealed inside a small bottle along with a letter. I'll let you read it for yourself.
Where's the letter, Beto?
Finished? Yeah. I can't fault him for what he did.
I didn't even get the
way things
letter.
turned out,
What the hell?
all I can say is, life is unpredictable. Well, let's fulfill his final wish by taking this check to where it belongs.
We're going to fulfill it? Oh, she's just too good of a person. Oh, what? We're coming over here? I thought we would be going to Northland Bank. Oh, this is where she wants to take it to. I don't have any idea what the wish is because I didn't even get to see the note.
Well, this is it. Oh boys, it's time for your first job. Give this check to the old lady who lives in that wooden hut. Tell her it's a welfare payment from the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, boss.
What's up? I see. But you only find sakura blooms in certain places, right? It must have been quite a bit of work collecting all these, surely. Let's just pick one, huh? One's enough to show that you care. You've already helped me out so much today.
By giving her a
Okay,
sakura
off you
bloom?
go
I
then.
don't really
Take
understand
her
the
the
story. I
sakura
feel like
bloom
reading
along
that
with the
note was a
check.
really
And
important
if
part.
she asks, tell her your child in a faraway land sends his best wishes.
Good ending. Let's do another. Surely that was one of the wrong endings, I presume. I won't take it. 20 Primo Gems is 20 Primo Gems. Okay, let's continue though. What? A different ending all the way from over here? Oh, it's probably I have to tell her I wanted to be a pirate, huh? I'm assuming that must be where the storyline changes a little bit.
Well, would you?
Ahoy there, Trap. Hey,
Okay, yeah,
That's
blah blah
what I
blah.
Captain's got quite the eye for people. She said she was sure that your trip to Inazuma.
look at you.
I've heard that they.
You're just gonna pick all the options.
I was
Although I'm
worried you'd
fairly
be too
certain I
busy
need to tell
show
her I'm
up.
interested in pirate life.
Yeah, come on.
She's on board.
Yeah,
All right, so it goes.
no doubt about that.
But then again, so should I hear? Oh, if that.
Great.
Remember, isn't that why?
Right.
Yes?
I guess I almost.
Just be. I'm glad you came. Welcome back aboard. Hey, don't mention it. I can't go getting as the head of the. But then again, their
Nah,
excitement.
don't mention it.
Oh, is that so? Well, it just so happens that we're doing.
Yeah,
some
I knew that
recruitment
this would be the
and training for new
difference.
Crew members while we're back. Since you're interested, why don't you come along and experience a sailor's life firsthand? I'm curious to see if you'll take the sea by storm in the same way you have on land. Good. Come with me. I've got something interesting for you to see.
Oh my. Do tell. How do I have a taste? Oh, it's down here.
Chief Mate Juza's breaking in the newcomers, but I think we can spare you the tedium of that. After this, the new crew members will be arranged into 2 teams for more specialized training, according to their own aptitudes and the needs of the fleet. One team will learn comprehensive survival skills, including maritime emergency rescue, marine meteorology, psychological counseling, and so on. They will serve as the support team for the fleet, ensuring safe navigation. That's why we call them the Shield of the Crux.
I feel like I could go so wrong with whatever answer I pick here.
That's right. You catch on quick. As one might expect, we call the other team the Spear of the Crux, because they'll be learning about naval warfare. They'll make up the armed portion of our crew. Also, they're responsible
Okay.
for handling the fleet's cargo deals. So, what do you think? Which team is for you?
I'm a spear crux type of
You
guy.
truly are an adventurer at heart.
Yeah, you
Let's start
bet.
with the fundamentals for any armed crew member.
So I'm
Basic
guessing that's
handling.
where it splits even further, depending on if I pick spear or shield
Follow
team.
me.
I'm starting to get the rhythm of these dates. What do they call these dates? I forgot.
These are some older skirmish boats that we keep on the Alcor as backup. Although they've been made redundant by newer models now, they're still fully kitted
I don't
out.
understand. Is this boat called the Alcor or is it called the Crux? Is the boat called the Alcor and the team's called the Crux? Oh, I see. Actually, I think I just figured it out.
They're perfect for
Never
when we
mind, I
need to
answered
do
my own
simulated
question.
battles as part of crew training. Disappointed? So this isn't quite on the scale that you had in mind, huh? To be honest, the Alcor going into battle is the last thing I'd ever want to see. In fact, out of all the confrontations we've ever had, almost all were resolved by negotiation. Only when negotiations fail do we consider deploying our armed fighters and skirmish boats, and they alone are enough to handle most situations. The only reason the Alcor would ever need to open fire would be if it were a fight to the death. The Alcor serves only 2 purposes.
I should like to avoid
deter
that.
or to destroy. We are an armed fleet with a strong sense of justice, not war-hungry lunatics. We're very careful about determining when to use force and exactly what level of force to use. All of this to say
Right,
that
right,
mastering a small attack craft is quite enough for new crew members. Do you have any experience piloting small armed vessels? You mean you can do the jobs of a helmsman and a gunner simultaneously? Wow, that's quite an achievement. Even in the Crux, there are few who can do that. Seems like you're a natural. In that case,
You
I'll
chat, you
skip
betcha.
basics on how to operate your craft. The goal of this exercise is simple. Steer
No,
your skirmish
I don't
boat
wanna do
along the
boat
prescribed
work.
route and return here within the time limit. You can start when you're ready. I'll be waiting here so I can observe your skill.
Take me to the shield team. I don't want to do it. It should be light work. What's the point of collecting those coins? We could speed right through this, it looks like. Okay, things are going well. I don't think I actually need to blow those up. But it doesn't seem to be any reason that I can't blow them up. Oh, so I really don't need the small ones, huh? The small ones, by design, seem like they just are supposed to restore my stamina. What the hell? Have I missed any? Might be a fine time to pick up this Geoculus. I can hurry up before time runs out. There's no reason for me to actually get it. Because... I have the leeway area maxed out already? Okay, so clearly I missed some coins somewhere. I just don't know where. I assume maybe I must have had to destroy some stuff to get the other coins. In which case, let's look at this more carefully. Okay. There's 5 coins. Was there this many the first time? I think they just scammed me the first time. Because I almost certainly went the right way. Yeah, it's not like there was some convoluted path to take. They just didn't give me enough coins the first time. Oh yeah, see? Nice and easy. Take some of their food rations while I'm at it.
Done. That was a joy to watch. Perfect timing on the turns, you kept your craft stable on the straightaway. It was like watching a well-rehearsed show. All right. It's high time I introduced you to some of the more serious business that the Crux takes on. Come with me.
Yeah. We're going to Liyue Harbor. And so we shall.
You may be aware that as an armed fleet, the Crux is kind of like the maritime equivalent of a guard for hire. We work as an armed carrier, earning our keep by successfully delivering the goods entrusted to us from A to B. Aside
Makes
from that,
sense.
though, there is also one other important way we make income.
I don't know which one it would be, but I feel like I feel like it's actually this one. Hmm.
Actually, it's trading. In certain kinds.
Oh, so no matter what, I was gonna be wrong. Okay, bet.
Hey, my hotshot accountant. Nice of you to join us.
Cut it out, boss. Juza sent me here with a message. He says preparations are now underway. If you give me the all clear, I'll head straight over.
Okay. Be careful. Well, she has something to take care of. Mora
Okay,
Grover was
great
right,
details.
though. The other important side to our business, the less official side, is doing exactly what merchants do. Importing here, exporting there. The only difference between us and regular merchants is that our transactions aren't entirely above board.
So they're not
You'll see
legal?
what I mean by that shortly. I'm taking you to see one such transaction for yourself. Come on, let's go meet our trading partner for the day.
Now an NPC that actually tries to at least jog it a bit instead of just walking. Hey Beto, I see you. He thinks I'm not around here. A brisk pace she's going. I like it.
Fresh seafood! Fresh seafood! Catch it while you can!
What do you
Fresh
have?
seafood.
Hello there! Here at Nay's Professional Fishmongers, we've got everything you could ask for. So what do you need?
I want a bass head with all the teeth removed. If there's a single tooth in there, I don't want it.
Huh? You know bass have pharyngeal teeth, right? In the throat? How do you expect me to get all those out?
Then I'll have a bass trunk with 2 swim bladders. Again, if it's short by 1 swim bladder, it's not the bass I want.
You're not making this easy for me. 1 bass means 1 swim bladder. Afraid that's not up to me.
Okay, then I'll take a bass tail with scales that are yellow on the outside, black on the inside. Also, it's gotta have a total of 81 scales, that's 7 times 7, no more, no less.
What kind of fish scales are yellow outside and black inside? You sure this is a fish you're talking about? In any case, you can try all you want, but 7 times 7 is never gonna get you 81. Pardon my asking, but you're not a fish expert, are you? I'm sorry, ma'am, but I'm afraid I don't have any of the things you're looking for. Look, I'm a professional. So are most of the people I serve. I can accommodate anything they ask for. Seems you two are amateurs. So I'm sorry.
I might have to punch you right in your
You'll have
face.
to go someplace else.
Don't you disrespect
Anywhere
me
you
in
recommend?
these waters.
Like I said, Nay's Professional Fishmongers is for professionals. For amateurs, the place to go to would be Wise Amateur Fishmongers.
What's the
I
big
bet you're wondering
deal?
why that guy was saying he didn't have what we wanted. That was just the first step in the transaction, to confirm our identity. The real deal will come later.
Oh, I see. I no longer want to punch him in the face. It was all discretion. I see. I would never make it in the underworld. This face cannot tell a lie. I thought he was up to something. I was getting so frustrated with him. Okay, Beto. I wish you could keep up with my running team because I could surely outpace you here, but it's okay. A brisk jog with the pirate captain is always pleasant.
Fresh seafood! Fresh seafood! Come take a look.
Is this Wise Amateur Fishmongers?
That's the one. We have all kinds of amateur stuff here. The more amateur, the more of it we got. What would you like?
We'd like a bass head.
No problem. Ours are all toothless, mind you.
And a bass trunk.
Oh, no problem. I'll stick an extra swim bladder in there for you. On the house.
And a tail.
I see.
Sure thing. I'll paint the scales yellow on the outside and black on the inside, so you can tell at a glance, this ain't no ordinary fishtail. If it's 7 times 7 you want, I can do you 81, 138, or even 648. It's up to you.
Great. I like your style. We have a deal.
I appreciate your patronage. Please, take your order to our warehouse manager over there. A real amateur if I've ever met one. Proud to have you as a customer. No, we don't have the fish here. All fish sold at Wise Amateur Fishmongers are still swimming in the sea. Once we get the order in from the customer, we go fish it out for them. The warehouse handles that side of things. Pay first, then we bring you the goods. That way you get the freshest catch.
Although that makes sense, it almost kind of sounds like it's a transaction for not fish, but yeah, it must be fish. But yeah, if not fish, then what else? I'm afraid there's a lot about these like undertones that I'm missing.
Your order, huh, Bade?
Yes, sir. We're here about that bass.
I didn't expect you to come in person, but we still need to follow procedure. The bass you want is not a standard specimen. Our fishermen need to wait for the right moment to catch it. You know the rules, I take it?
Of course.
Oh, well, as you know, timing and location are everything when it comes to fishing. You have to wait till all the conditions are just right. That means the
It's been a long while since I've been fishing. I'd like to go fishing again.
So, let me ask you this. When will the tide come in?
The fishing song will sound out at midnight.
How drunk will the moon be before the party's over?
It won't stop while the Star of Death shines.
I see, yes. Which way will the sea breeze be blowing?
The breeze should be bound for Guyan.
All right, then. Well received. I'll go and make arrangements.
Great. I think that wraps up everything we needed to do in Liyue Harbor. Let's head back and wait for the delivery. The three people we just met are our business partners. Nay's professional fishmongers and Wise amateur fishmongers are just cover names. The bass,
You got that
obviously,
far
is
along.
the code name for the goods. The numbers of teeth, swim bladders, and scales all represent different specifications. Meanwhile, the conversation I had with the warehouse keeper was the instructions for the deal itself. Let me translate it for you. Tonight at midnight, the deal will take place in Guyan Stone Forest. The Alcor will wait there as long as needed. As for what the actual goods are, well, you'll see tonight. What if I were to say yes? What would you do then? Thank you. But don't worry, everything will be fine. I deeply value you as a friend, but ultimately, you're not with the Crux. I definitely don't want to cause you any trouble just because you hung out with me. So rest assured, we haven't broken any laws. At least not today.
Oh, Beto, I love her. I love Beto so much. Oh, I can't wait to build her. The early morning. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay, let's continue on. This turned out to be quite the long, like, deviation. I thought this was going to be a small
Captain
side
Beto,
quest.
You gave me quite the surprise when you showed up in person earlier today.
Well, my friend is visiting, so I wanted to show her how the Crux handles some of its important business.
I see. You two must be close.
You got that right. Now, down to business.
Aw, me and Beto are
Have you brought the
close.
goods?
Yep, all here. Please, feel free to take stock.
Stop! Nobody move. We have received certain information pertaining to a potential illegal business transaction at this location. Apologies, Captain Beto, but I'm going to need to inspect those goods.
Oh? An illegal business transaction, you say? Well, all the goods are here. If you have any suspicions, please inspect them at your leisure.
Captain, everything's been checked. It's just a bunch of potatoes, flour, and so on. And all the paperwork checks out too.
Huh? Everything's been checked thrice over. There's not a single contraband item here. The paperwork was approved by the Ministry of Civil Affairs and the tax declarations are all in order.
Looks like you've managed to clear everything up. I suppose we can put this down as a simple misunderstanding.
Yes, apologies. This was a mistake on our end. Come on, let's go.
I don't want to get on Beto's bad side now.
Bravo, Captain Beto. This was rather ingenious. Seems like your friend still has a little catching up to do.
I know you have a lot of questions. Come on, take a walk with me.
Yeah,
and
let's
I'll
go take a
for you.
walk. Let's go take a walk,
Well,
baby.
I'll
Let's
leave
go
you
take a
both to
walk.
it. Captain Beto, I look forward to doing business with you again.
You probably thought that there was some sort of nefarious business going on behind all the secrecy today. The truth is, that was exactly what I wanted the Ministry of Civil Affairs to believe.
Why?
What you might not know is that I, as the leader of the Crux Fleet, and you, the great hero of Liyue Harbor, have both been on the Ministry of Civil Affairs watch list for a long time. In other
yeah, I've been
words,
on the watch
whenever
list.
you or I crop up in Liyue Harbor, it almost always draws their attention. Not
Aren't
that
I like
there's
their
any
best
animosity
person?
behind it, mind you. In their words,
It's a security precaution to prevent people like us from causing unnecessary trouble.
I ought to kick their ass.
oh, I have no qualms about that. They're just doing their job, keeping the land safe. But how does that saying go again? Ah, yes. Sometimes the closer you are to something, the less you can see.
Blasted
Figure
that
it
guy
out
out of
yet?
the sky.
That's right. Maura Grubber, the accountant. With you, me, and a few sacks of potatoes and flour serving as a front, the deal she's overseeing on her end should go off without a hitch.
Oh,
After
that
all,
makes
The
sense.
Ministry of Civil Affairs sent the Millilith to us.
Oh,
Looking at the
we were
time,
the
it should be
distraction.
Any second now. Look, that's the signal. Tonight's real deal is officially done. Do you have any more questions? You're right. Never underestimate her. But as long as we don't take things too far, she won't look into it too closely. She knows that neither you nor I would do anything to harm Liyue. In any case,
Rude.
there's another higher level watch list at the Ministry of Civil Affairs above the one we're on. It's top secret. Even I don't know whose names are on it. But I do know that the individuals and organizations on that list are the ones that Qixing are really wary of. I've gotten off topic. On some level, Ningguang and I are actually business partners too. Reason being, I'm the only one who can get her some of the more obscure treasures she wants. It's complicated. All you need to know is that what might be easily attainable for some people can often be a lifesaver for others who can't get their hands on it.
True.
That's where we come in. It's as simple as that. You still have some important things to take care of, don't you? As long as you don't know what I was referring to, you'll be safe. So I'm sorry, but I can't tell you for now. Of course, if the day
I feel like no
comes
matter
when
what,
you've
she wouldn't have
traveled
told me.
every corner of the world, found your sibling, and neatly tied up all your loose ends along the way, you're welcome to come back here, and I'll tell you all about it. You'll always be welcome in the Crux Fleet. I hope I get to see you on board again someday.
Oh, Beto, I love you. Yes, that was a good side story. I liked that one. Let's see. That was one more ending. Good EXP books. We need those. Let's see. So that... Okay, and then shield. Yeah, I saw that coming. So it looks like it can only break off in so many ways. This is if I choose the other area. Okay, let's assume that I do the other one then. Let's assume I do shield this time instead of
You've made
spear.
Juza's break. After this, one team will
Yeah.
serve as the support team for the fleet, ensuring safe navigation. That's right. As one might also there was so. As I expected, you have a will to protect others. There are two main subjects that the Shield of the Crux focuses on: survival knowledge and entertainment.
Entertainment. There.
As I was saying earlier, survival knowledge includes prevention of injuries and diseases at sea, navigation and cartography, basic meteorology. You can go learn about these skills from Yinxing, Huixing, and Liushi. They're all seasoned hands in their respective fields. Each sailor has their own strengths and weaknesses. I'm no rookie, of course, but you shouldn't underestimate.
Oh, I disrespected the crew. Oh, she didn't like that.
If there's anything I'm most proud of in the fleet, it's my people.
I blew it.
Go and get to work. I'll have some questions to test you later. I look forward to seeing how you do.
I blew it. She loves the crew. I can't disrespect the crew.
Hello, traveler. I'm Yinxing, the
A
Crux's
surgeon at sea.
Whenever a sailor has a health problem, they come to me. I deal with it all, from seasickness and common colds to amputations and everything in between. Oh, I presume the captain arranged this, correct? All right then, let's begin. First of all, let me ask you this. What do you think is the biggest danger that all new crew members face?
Catching a cold.
That can certainly be a problem at sea,
Oh.
but it's not the biggest danger.
Oh, so it was a
Most
trick question.
biggest
None of them were the
for a
right answer.
newcomer is to underestimate the dangers of life at sea. Oh, I have seen many new crew members who see themselves as young and fighting fit and have no regard for safety. They think that since they are tough enough to look after themselves on land, they'll be fine.
I could
at
never
sea
live
as
on
well.
sea, so I already know that that must be too
Those are
tough.
the ones that always end up in the sick bay. Everyone should know that being a sailor, especially on a long voyage, is a brutal job in an unforgiving environment. We have to face malnutrition when we're short on supplies, all kinds of injuries and diseases that the harsh ocean weather can bring, and even the psychological problems that can arise due to isolation and the lack of entertainment. To make things worse, the lack of medication and treatment options at sea can result in even minor health problems becoming serious, or even fatal. Oh, you probably thought I was joking, right? Well, that's not surprising. Most newcomers think the same way. But hopefully you now realize that with a little extra precaution, a lot of these things can be avoided. Well, I think that's enough for you to think over for now. Is there anything else you would like to know? Are you concerned about them? No wonder Captain Beto thinks you're different. There must be more to you than just your strength.
Yeah, I love the crew. The crew's my
If you
homies.
can convince Mora Grubber to show you the books, you'll see there is a regular fixed cost titled Convalescence Payments and Incapacity Support for Injured Crew Members. Regardless of the fleet's income, those who have fought alongside us will certainly receive their compensation every year. Some of those that have returned to land have started small businesses, while others have chosen to go out traveling the world. The money is intended to allow them to live their lives as freely as possible. I'm sure being based on land helps a lot with that too. Still, we can't pretend like it solves everything. They call them life-changing injuries for a
Makes
reason,
sense.
you know? But if nothing else, it's good to know that while Captain Beto is in charge of the Crux, no one will get forgotten. Is there anything else you would like to know? Well, my pleasure. Okay, let's...
Yep, plan on it. A pirate's
Sorry about
life for
earlier,
me.
traveler.
We were so
I don't
caught up
remember
on
what
getting
happened
you to
earlier.
join the
Oh,
fleet
you're one
that
of the
we
ones
didn't
talking.
notice we were going a little overboard. Oh, well in that case, you have come to the right person. I'm not just blowing smoke. You're looking at the most talented navigator in Liyue Harp. I'll start by introducing some
I'm
chart
glad she
reading centers
recognizes
for
her
new
value.
sailors. Feel free to interrupt if you have any questions. Let's start with what to look for when you get a set of complicated charts.
To me, all the charts are complicated.
First, you should always look at any indicated shorelines, islands or reefs, water depths, hydrological conditions, and other hazards.
Lines, islands, reefs, water depths,
With these
blah, blah,
features
blah.
in mind, you can answer the basic question of, can I chart a safe course through this area? Visually, nautical charts are a little unique. Unlike land maps, most charts do not have a fixed scale, which means that it can be hard to precisely determine the exact distance between 2
I
points.
could see that being a problem, yeah.
The most advanced
Without
nautical charts
precise,
come with a
what do they call it?
supplementary
A
chart,
key?
which has different colored
A
runners
key to
marked on it
determine
to
what
indicate
each,
distances.
like, distance means.
It's worth mentioning that under my direction, the crux is using these advanced kinds of charts. Some cartographers mark out other points of interest on their charts, usually with their own special symbols. If they don't leave any accompanying notes, they can be very difficult to interpret. Not only those, we have tattered and torn charts that we've picked up from all over the place. To be honest, it can be quite a challenge, even for me. Some of these charts are really old and have symbols that I've never seen before. But if we don't decipher them, we will certainly miss many secrets of the sea. Fortunately, we have the captain with us. She managed to find some ancient books on semiotics that I can use to study the charts further. I don't think anyone other than our captain could manage to get these kinds of resources. Old charts and ancient books on semiotics are not the kinds of things
What in
that
the
are
hell
sold
is
in your average
semiotics?
marketplace. Oops, I've gotten off topic. Well, that just about covers the basics of chart reading. Is there anything else you would like to know, Traveler? Drafting charts? That's certainly a more advanced topic. To be honest, I've only attained a smattering of knowledge in that area.
So she only reads them, she doesn't make
The
them.
charts we are using now are just revised versions of the ones left by the previous navigator. So my mapping experiences have been primarily limited to updating our charts to reflect changes in the sea.
I suppose that this is why a little tidbit from One Piece. I suppose this is why Nami was so valuable to what was his name? Oolong Shark. What his name is now. But I suppose this is why she was so important to him, because she was drafting all types of charts, and not even like regular charts, like super advanced
I
charts.
think you can ask Captain Beto more about cartography. One time, the fleet sailed into an uncharted area by mistake. It wasn't long before we turned the fleet around and returned the way we came out for fear of potential hazards. But Captain Beto still managed to draft a simple chart of the area we sailed through for if and when we explore the area again. Incredible, isn't it? I was amazed to see that the captain could even do cartography. Because I have the talent, and she doesn't want to let it go to waste. She treats the whole crew that way. I initially had the same question myself. After all, in many fleets, the captain also works as a navigator. I couldn't understand her reasoning at the time, so I asked her. She just laughed and told me to wise up, saying that even Rex Lapis never fights alone. She wants everyone on board to master their role, so that the crux is not floating on her alone.
That's just smart leadership.
That way, if the day ever comes when she's no longer with the fleet, we will still be able to sail onward without her. Captain Beto may seem aloof and even act careless sometimes, but the truth is that she's very considerate of everyone on board. Is there anything else you would like to know, Traveler? My pleasure. A friend of Captain Beto is a friend of mine.
Thank you. You've been a great help. Where the hell's this man? Guessing he's up here?
Take it easy.
Oh, excuse me. I don't know where this. My throat started itching. Can't believe they would make me climb this. Oh, you better be joking. Okay. I was about to lose my mind.
Hello, traveler.
Hey, you.
Are you here to learn about... In my line of work, I've got to have a pair of sharp eyes. I saw the captain showing you around the training grounds, and then you went to see Yingxing and Huixing, so I figured that she probably wants you to get to know the life of a crew member. Okay, let's get started. First, I'll introduce you to the basics of meteorology. Marine meteorology basically means keeping tabs on the weather as well as other ocean phenomena. So things like sea fog, storm surges, water spouts, and so on.
Oh, so Nami does his job and her job at the same time.
These are all potential threats to safe navigation. Luckily, whatever weather might be coming up, there's always some kind of sign that gives it away in advance. Take water spouts, for example. They're caused by high-speed rotating winds on the surface of the ocean. They can engulf large ships and do immense damage.
I've never heard of these water spouts
But
before.
if you know that water spouts can only form in an environment with high temperature, high humidity, and large clouds, then you can be well prepared. You will be even more alert if you also know that the presence of winds blowing in opposite directions, with a significant difference in speed, is a direct precursor to the formation of water spouts. And most importantly, if you spot a small white vortex emerging from the clouds, you should immediately notify the crew to steer clear of what's ahead. So there you go. Those are the warning signs of water spouts. I am proud to say that over the years, I haven't let a single one sneak up on my watch. I've got to confess, I learned almost everything I know from the captain. All the stuff about meteorology that I just told you about, she's the real expert. Do you know the small fishing village next to Wangshu Inn? I heard that when Captain Beidou was a kid, she worked there fishing. Later, she made her way to the harbor where she struggled to make a living. Growing up in an environment like that, it's no wonder she knows everything about the sea. When I first came on board, I lived every day wallowing in doubt, wondering if my former career as a sailor was all just a waste. But as I gradually learned some new things and became more experienced, I finally realized what makes the Crux so great. After all, not every fleet has the uncrowned Lord of the Ocean as their leader. I feel lucky just to have joined. Find me anytime if you want to know more.
Bet. Everybody else asked me if I want to know more stuff right then and there, but he sure didn't seem to bother asking. Oh, Beidou.
So you've already finished talking to the crew, huh? I thought it'd take you a while longer.
It was a breeze.
So you sound confident, but don't underestimate the shield of the crook. Gotta admit,
Nah, I got it.
I like your attitude, kid. Okay, let's get started. First of all, life on the sea isn't always plain sailing. Injuries and illnesses happen all the time. But what is the single biggest danger facing crew members?
It's got to be underestimating
Is that
danger.
your final answer? All right, on to the second question. As you've just learned, the fleet plots its route using nautical charts. The charts used by the Crux have additional charts attached. The supplementary chart has lots of lines in various colors for added reference. What is the purpose of these lines? Okay, interesting. On longer voyages,
oh, I blew it, didn't I?
Especially careful to avoid certain weather hazards that pose a threat to the integrity. So my question is, how can we reliably predict water spouts so we can avoid them?
This one I know. At least she says a water spout is coming.
Okay, those are all my questions. Do you want to know how you did? Congratulations, you... wait a second, you didn't pass. Were my questions too difficult?
I blew it.
Didn't seem to be all that hard. Did you get them wrong on purpose? Or... just kidding. I know you wouldn't do that. I guess you're just not really suited for life on the sea. In that case, how about we take a trip back to Liyue Harbor? Looks like you and the sea are not made for each other. I've actually been hoping for the chance to give you an insider look at how
I
some of the
blew
Crux's
it.
important
Oh
business
my
is conducted.
goodness. I blew it. How could I be so shameful? How could I do this?
You may be aware that as an armed fleet, the Crux is kind of like the maritime equivalent of a guard for hire. We work as an armed carrier. Aside from that,
I've seen
though,
this before.
there is also one other important way we make income.
Actually, it's trading. In certain kind.
Hey!
Cut it. Juza sent me.
Okay. Well, more a grubber importing here.
I
You'll
think
see what I'm-
if I failed that one part, I think I end up on this one. Oh, because I think I'm on the wrong route right now. Oh, I can't do that. I can't. I can't. I have to beat the test. I didn't think I was gonna have to think here. Oh, luckily it's just right here. Okay, I'll just keep.
So you've already finished talking to the crew, huh?
There's a
Gotta admit,
breeze.
though. First of all, but what is this? Is
Amputations.
that your final As you've just learned, the fleet plots its the supplementary chart has lot.
This was not the right one.
Okay, interesting. On longer voyages,
That wasn't it
so
either.
Okay, those are all. Congratulations. Did
I
you get
blew it
them
again.
wrong? Ah, just kidding. In that case, I've actually.
Which one am I doing wrong here?
Time to set sail.
We're gonna figure this
you've
out.
already
I'm quite
finished talking-
confident
Well, you sound gotta
in the
admit, though.
first answer.
First of all, life on the. But what is the? Is that your
Amputations.
final answer? As you've just learned, the fleet the supplementary chart has.
Mark
Okay,
distances.
interesting. On longer voyages.
That's wrong,
my
too.
question-
God damn it.
Okay, those are all my questions. Congratulations. Did you get them wrong? Ah, just kidding. In that case, I've actually been.
I feel like I'm about to look up these answers, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm looking up these answers.
So you've already finished talking to the crew, huh? I thought it would take you a while longer. So, what did you think?
Danger, top left. No.
Well, you sound. Gotta admit, though. First of all, but what is the single?
Okay, it's
Is
underestimating
that your
danger.
final As you've just learned, the supplementary chart has lots of lines and.
It's to mark
Okay,
distances.
Interesting. On longer voyages, we have to be especially
Then
careful
it's-
to avoid certain. So, my question. Okay, those are all my. I gotta say, each time I think I've wrapped my head
Aha,
around
I
how
did
great
it.
you are, you
I did it
surprise me
without
with something
cheating.
new. You got them all correct. They weren't the most difficult questions, but they weren't ones you could bluff your way through either. You've clearly been paying attention to my crew. Okay then, now it's time to apply that endless talent of yours to learning some new recreational activities. Don't worry, all our recreational activities are respectable and, above board. You need to realize that being out at sea might be fun for the first few days while everything's new, but before too long, looking at the same old sea every day and being so isolated from everything can really cause people to struggle mentally. That is why regular recreational activities are an absolute necessity. We offer a lot of fun courses for our newcomer training, including fishing, photography, chess. Oh, and thanks to Kazuha, these days we also offer poetry and music appreciation.
Yeah, Kazuha. Woo!
Communal wind listening.
Big ups to my
Each
boy.
newcomer has to participate in at least one, so that they've got some way of keeping themselves occupied at sea further down the line. Of course, if you'd prefer wrestling sea monsters with your bare hands, that can be arranged. Well, for today at least, let's stick to the training schedule drawn up by Juza. If I remember correctly, it should be photography today.
Yeah,
Come on,
let's
I'll
take
show
a
you.
picture. Juza?
Listen up, everyone can go back and call it a day. The photography session has been postponed.
What's going
Nuh-uh.
on here, Juza?
Oh, Captain, there you are. Well, Captain, the photography teacher just sent word saying that she's fallen ill and doesn't want to risk coming in case she keels over in class.
I see. That's quite unfortunate. Oh? Quite the multi-talented one, aren't you?
Of course, I'm the
In
traveler.
that case, why don't you help us out and lead the class today?
Yeah, unfortunately, the original teacher canceled at short notice, so there's no time to schedule anything else instead. It would be great if the traveler could step in as the teacher for the day.
It's up to you, Traveler. Great, it's settled then.
Be my pleasure.
Juza, let's muster everyone over here to meet the new teacher.
Yes, Captain.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, that should be everyone. Take it away, Traveler. Oh yeah? What's that? Fair enough. It seems like you already have someone in mind.
You bet I
So,
do.
who will it be? Me? Well, we could do that. Or, Guyunstone Forest looks extraordinary today. It'd be a pity to not capture the scenery for posterity. So how about we snap Guyunstone Forest for today's class? Then there'd be no need for a model.
Come on, Captain. We talked about this. The photography class is supposed to be portrait photography. Have you forgotten? Scenery
Ooh.
looks nice at first, but it gets boring after a while. I bet it'd keep the crew more entertained if we got them learning portrait photography so they could record moments in each other's daily lives. Those were your exact words, Captain.
Ooh, hot her up.
Where are they now? Strange. I don't seem to remember anything about that. Well, then in that case, how about Huixing? I bet she's perfect for the camera. Or Fuzhong. Or Mora Grubber. Even little Yue.
Seriously, Captain? Little Yue? You're just trying to wriggle your way out of this. This isn't like you. You are the captain after all. Of all of us, you're the best suited to being a model.
I agree. You were the one who invited the traveler to be the teacher, so you should cooperate, Captain. Besides,
Yeah,
Captain,
Cam.
you've never had your photo taken. It's high time you got one. You know, a heroic and striking kind of picture. We can even use it to promote the fleet during recruitment.
Real funny, guys. Well, if you say so. I'm not one to spoil the fun. So, what do I do now, Traveler?
I would prefer her to smile.
Like this?
Oh my god, she's gorgeous.
You're kidding, right? I've never had my photo taken before, but something this simple shouldn't be a challenge for me. It must be the lighting or something. You've got it wrong.
Let's go.
I never said that.
Yeah, let's go
You
somewhere
mean Go
quieter.
somewhere else, then bring the final photo back as teaching material?
Sounds good to me. That's a good idea.
Oh
isn't
yeah,
it,
Beto,
guys?
just you and me.
The lighting may still be a problem, but I'm open to persuasion. If you have a suitable place in mind, I can consider it. Just to be clear, I won't necessarily agree. It depends on the place you have in mind.
Got her all flustered. This one's got to be a good one. It's going to remind her of home.
The fishing village near Wangshu Inn? That place is deserted now, isn't it? How do you even know that place anyway? It's tiny. I don't think I've ever seen it on a single map. Treasure? There? I guess I missed out on that one. It just so happens that that little village is where I grew up. Now that you've mentioned it,
Yeah, I bet you
given me
want to
the
take a
urge
look
to go
around.
back and take a look around. How about we take this opportunity to pay my old home a visit?
Okay, if you insist. After all, if you insist. Oh, Beto's such a cutie. She's a strong cutie, which is it's not your average cutie, I'd say. I love her. Yep, she's definitely next on the list after Fischl to build. Building characters has proven to be quite expensive for me, though. I'm not gonna hold you.
It's certainly seen better days. It was never that impressive, but at least back in the day, it was a lively village and home to several families. I wonder how long these last few old houses will remain standing. Nothing as dramatic as you might think. A few small incidents occurred, and then people began to leave. Come on, let's take a walk around. People used to call this place Downriver because the villagers apparently moved here from a place called Upriver. With them, they brought their knowledge of fishing, which had been passed down from generation to generation. I learned a lot from them when I was here. Now Upriver is long gone, and Downriver is all but deserted. It won't be long before no one even remembers what these places are called. Tu Zhong. Zhong. I barely remember this name. You're right. I was only about 5 or 6 years old when I first arrived here. I was homeless and had to wander around the streets. I remember finally managing to find half a rice bun, but then a stray dog jumped out and snatched it away from me. Half a rice bun was not something I was willing to give up so easily at the time, so I chased it all the way to this neighborhood. Then a few fishermen saw us running and stopped me. They were kind enough to give me some food. Seeing me stop, the dog also stopped running, but straight away it keeled over and never got up again. Maybe it was too tired, or maybe it had starved to death. I went over and saw that the dog still had the half rice bun in its mouth. It didn't let go even at the very end. Poor thing. Had I known the dog was so weak, I would have let it take that half rice bun. I could tell they were wary of me at first. I was the dirty little kid who had just chased a dog to death over some scraps of food. But I got lucky. The village chief took pity on me and brought me to their home. That's how I ended up staying here. Do you know what the name Beto means?
Nope.
Come on, I'll explain along the way. About a year or two after I arrived, the village chief fell ill during the winter and passed away.
Not the
During that
chief.
same period, the harvest was getting worse and the fishermen's catch was getting smaller day by day. Without the village chief to handle the situation, people began blaming each other. There were even rumors that some families had been overfishing and leaving nothing for the rest of the village to catch. But in the end, they all turned on me, saying that they shouldn't have ever taken me in. They said I was bad luck. They pointed to how that dog died on the first day I arrived. Next thing you know, the village chief dies, and then all the fish die out. They said I was a living curse, and the downfall of the village was all my fault. I told them that I didn't understand. I'm not a curse, I'm just Beto. Then
My
some
heart.
of the villagers started shouting, and drove me out of the village.
No.
They shouted,
Oh, my heart.
Nando controls life. Beto controls death. Beto controls death. Before then, all I knew about my name was that it had something to do with the stars. it wasn't until then that I realized that Beidou was a constellation. And the Alcor, one of its stars, was an omen of death. Here we are. This is the old house of the village chief. I bet he never expected that the little girl he took in would grow up to be seen as a curse that brought about the village's total destruction. What do you mean? Is that all? And let me guess, you got to Inazuma and the Electro Archon's Gnosis was taken as well?
Yep.
Well, you seem to wreak havoc on a grander scale than I ever could. Oh, I get it. You're trying to convince me that I'm not cursed. I appreciate it, and I'll take it. Let's not forget that the people whose names stick around are the ones who emerge from the stormy seas unscathed. And the ones who get swept away in the wind are the fledgling birds who couldn't hack it. I, for one, have never encountered a storm I couldn't weather.
Oh, she's so strong. What an absolutely inspiring
The journey's
character.
far from over, isn't it? Just remember, there's no telling what else you might encounter in this vast world. So if you ever find some idiot trying to brand you as a scapegoat just because you're the one who lived to tell the tale, tell them Captain Beidou demands to have the honor along with you. Remember, you'll always have the captain of the Crux to back you up wherever you go. Two cursed scapegoats banding together for survival. Sounds like a recipe for disaster, but at the same time, I kinda dig it. I'm lucky to have a friend like you. Okay, it's time to get back to our photography. Right, teacher? Come on, let's not waste any time. Get it done while you can before I change my mind. So, do I need to strike a pose?
This is twice it's telling me epic
All
pose.
right. How about this?
Do a bit of background blur. Look at camera. Let's adjust this to be... We don't need it to be too blurred because we do ultimately want it to see the background. But reset it. Okay, that's probably good enough. Now, as opposed... good enough. At this point, good enough. I don't care. Good, Beidou.
So, is it done yet? Please don't tell me that it looks weird. Show me. Yeah, sure, whatever. Now give it here. Yes. I see. All right. On behalf of the Crux, thank you very much for your photography class today. You've been an excellent teacher, and I couldn't be more satisfied. Now, as captain of the Crux, I am exercising my official right to requisition this photograph for future promotion and recruitment purposes. So I'm afraid I'll be holding on to this. That's fine with you, though, right?
Oh, I love it. Oh, what a fun end that one was. Let's see. I think I even earned a couple more Primo Gems. Wait. We do still have more endings to get. Let me see if I can't find out where I went wrong. Oh, so there's an alternate ending here? And then if I choose a different route. Okay, so we'll complete that one. Or we'll complete the other half of Beidou's stuff tomorrow. Don't forget, we are oh so close. Oh, actually, before I go anywhere, let's just do this.
Stabilize.
Busted. Game's up.
No reason not to. Quick and easy way to get something. It gives us something, right? Like more or something like that? 1600 more. It's not much, but it's honest work. Okay, so like I mentioned, we're drawing pretty close to Kazuha's rerun, finally, after a year's time. Like I mentioned before, but for the scheduling, he will technically go live on Wednesday morning at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. However, there's just absolutely no way that I'll be streaming at that time. I'll be streaming at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday per usual, as is my usual scheduling. And so at that time, we will finally be time to roll for Kazuha. Okay? So be sure to look forward to it. Tell your friends to come stop by the stream and watch me pull. Of course, I want as many people to see it as possible. It's going to be so fun. I can't wait for us to finally pull for Kazuha together. Like I said, I think it's going to be an absolute blast and we're going to have a great time together. But at least for now, that'll be it for the Genshin Impact stream. It was so much fun to stream to you guys again today. I had a lot of fun doing Beto's quest. It was a ton of fun. And so let's wrap things up with the usual. If you are new here, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it if you liked the stream. And if you did like what you saw today and you'd like to see content similar to this, go ahead and ring the notification bell to be notified anytime I upload. And then if you want to be caught up on my status updates or any random thoughts I have, you can go ahead and follow me on my Twitter, linked in the description down below. And then finally, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. This has been Maris Rey, Water Dragon Extraordinaire, and I'll catch you guys all on tomorrow's Genshin Impact stream, okay? Like I said, this has been it. Stay safe, stay cool, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.